entering into Acts chapter 14 today. So why don't we start off this morning by reading through the chapter, the 28 verses in the chapter. Another great chapter when you look at how the apostles, how they were received by the Gentiles and rejected by the Jews. And this is a pattern that we find throughout all of the Bible, throughout a transcendent God who chose a particular people to worship Him and honor Him and for Him to be their king. And yet we see the history right from the start, their rejection of Him, starting in the Garden of Eden, going right through all of history. So we get into the book of Acts, we get into the New Testament, and we see now a change in course, where God is still patient and loving to His chosen people, but yet, because of their rejection of Him, He would offer salvation to the Gentiles. And we see this happening in Acts 14. And we saw it in Acts 13. We saw the rejection of Paul. And when we closed last week, we saw the last thing was that they had been rejected. They shook the dust off their feet, and they headed over to Iconium, which we pick up today in Iconium. And by the way, when we look at shaking the dust off your feet, for a Jew to do that to a Gentile was showing that they abhorred them totally, that they were cursed, and they would be